Well, it is Saturday afternoon and I am in the office. My son does not have a hockey game today, so I had the opportunity to get in the office on a Saturday. It's always a good to get the week started early. Put a blog article on Friday regarding DWI and DUI refusals. This is an area that our law firm really focuses in on. And the point of the blog article was to explain to people the process. So when it comes to DUI and DWI, there's a criminal part of it, and then there's the potential civil part, which is the license suspension, which comes up when there's a refusal. Now, it's not criminal, the PennDot suspension or what happens in New Jersey, but there is an issue that has to be addressed through the civil courts. Now, when that comes to any type of civil litigation, the burden of proof is different. In criminal, it is guilt beyond a reasonable doubt. In a civil proceeding, it is preponderant. So it's a much lower burden of proof. Now, regardless, a DUI refusal, what we had on Friday in Delaware County, the burden's on PennDOT to establish by preponderance of the evidence that there was an arrest, that the driver or the licensee was asked to take asked to take the chemical test, and they refused. Now, if they can do that, then the burden shifts to the driver or licensee, to their attorney, to establish that the refusal wasn't knowing or conscious, or the person didn't have the ability to refuse because of the circumstances. That was the issue on Friday, and we were successful in our appeal, the license suspension. The court chose to sustain, meaning that we were successful, sustained the appeal, and the license suspension was rescinded. Now, prior to this, we had filed a supersedis, so the person had the license throughout the entire process of the appeal, but the court appearance, the proceedings on Friday, just ended it with our victory. So it was a good result. But I always advise people never to refuse the chemical test because it's not going to help your criminal case. It's also going to lead to an immediate license suspension. It doesn't mean that you can't appeal it like we did on Friday, but that circumstance on Friday isn't what happens in a lot of cases. So in a lot of cases, there is a flat out refusal. We aren't going to be successful in appeal. But in this particular case, I had reviewed it and I advised the client to pursue the appeal because it was obvious to me, based on what had occurred, that the officer did not give the person the opportunity to refuse, and it was a vehicle accident. It was very serious. The person was injured. The person did have to go to the ER, and it set off a series of events which led to an alleged refusal, but we were able to establish before the court that that refusal wasn't knowing, and the person was not given the opportunity to really refuse, and we were able to establish it further by the DL-26, which wasn't even signed by our client. So, and the DL-26 is basically the form that says that you were offered the chemical test and you refused to take the chemical test, and you're signing documents saying that you were refusing to do so, or the officer, rather, I'm sorry, you were signing the document said that that you took the test, or the officer signing it saying that the person refused the test. In this particular case, that wasn't done. That further supported our position. If you have questions, 215-755-9000 in Pennsylvania, 856-793-7429 in New Jersey, the website gambleandlaw.com. As always, a tremendous resource for you and your family. All of my books, my blogs, my videos are available there. At this point, I have over 1,000 blogs, hundreds of videos, or downloadable books. We provide a lot of content to our clients and their families because we believe that an educated client is in the best possible position to receive a great result in their case. We were very happy with the review that we received from the client. We're getting close to over 200 reviews of our services on Google. It's always great to receive a review from a client. We don't expect it, but when we get a review, it just reinforces to us to keep putting out content, to keep advising clients to educate themselves, and especially when we get a great result. Now, look, I'm going to be honest with everyone here that not all cases end in victories, but we do our best to ensure the best possible result. We work to ensure that the client is well represented. But again, if you have questions, 215-755-9000 in Pennsylvania, 856-793-7429 in New Jersey. It looks like it's starting to snow. I have to drive my daughter to University of Maryland tomorrow for a gymnastics tournament. So hopefully that doesn't cause too much of an issue, but we're going to leave tomorrow. Going to be out of the office tomorrow. It's Sunday, but usually on Sundays I'm able to get in the office and knock out some work. Very, very busy week for a law firm. Monday is Martin Luther King Day. It's also the inauguration. So courts are closed, but we will be in the office preparing for a very busy week. But once again, 215-755-9000 in Pennsylvania, 856-793-7429 in New Jersey. Have a great Saturday, and I'll talk to you all very soon.